welcome back to Easy Code Snippets. In this particular video, we are going to discuss what are variables in JavaScript. By the end of this video, you will have a solid understanding of what are the different type of variables in JavaScript, what are the differences between each type of variable. So in order to understand all this, please keep just watching this video till the end. So now let us discuss what are variables in JavaScript. So in JavaScript, variables are used to store and manipulate data. So like in real world, if you have certain things, like let's say you have a book or a ball, so in order to keep these things at a place, what you do is you keep this particular book inside a container, let's say inside a drawer. So that particular drawer is like a container, a holder for that particular book. So in the same way, in JavaScript, when we have data, we tend to store them in certain type of containers, and those containers are called variables. So there are three ways to declare a variable using var, let, and const. So we will discuss each of these particular variable types in detail. So let's get started. Okay, so now we will create our first variable using var. So let me write var and let me write a fruit name. I made a variable called fruit and let me assign a fruit value to it, apple. And now let me check if it has been properly assigned, fruit. And here you can see I have the value of this fruit variable, which is apple. Okay, so now let's say here are some lines of code. Let's say here are 100 lines of code and I need to access this fruit variable again. So again, what I can do is I can write it like this, fruit. It will be printed after 10 lines of code. Okay, so yeah, this is how you can use any data multiple times by assigning it to a variable. This particular variable becomes an identity for this data. Okay, so now let us check if we can change the value of this fruit or not. So if I write fruit equals to, let's say, mango, and if I log it again, let us check. Okay, see, the value of fruit has been changed, right? So this thing is something that you need to keep in mind. When we are declaring a variable using the var keyword, the value can be changed. Okay, so earlier I declared a value of apple inside this fruit, but here I modified it to mango, and now we have a new value called mango. Okay, so yeah, now let us discuss variable declaration using let. Okay, so let sport equals to football, and let me console log it sport, and here you can see we have football, right? And now let me redeclare it with a new value, sport equals to cricket, and let me comment this one. And okay, let me copy it, and here I have again pasted it. So you can see using the let variable, so we can reinitialize the value, right? But one thing that differentiate both of them is if I write var fruit, so here I have declared another variable using var with the same name, fruit one, and this is also fruit, right? But can I do this with while using let? Let us check it out. Let sport equals to, see, it started giving an warning. So let me call it cricket. So here we get an error, uncode syntax error, identify sport has already been declared. So you can reinitialize the value using let, but you cannot redeclare it. You cannot redeclare it again. You can just reinitialize the value. You can pass another value to the already declared variable. But in case of var, you can redeclare it with the same name. You won't be getting any error. Okay, so this is the main difference. And now let us check out const. const py value it's 3.14, and now let me first reinitialize the value. Let us check if it can be reinitialized. Let's say 4, and okay, I got an error assignment to constant variable. So you cannot redeclare it. You cannot reassign a value, sorry, you cannot reassign a value to a variable which is declared using const. So can we basically redeclare it? Let me check it out. Const py, okay, first let me delete this thing. Py value, okay, you cannot see, we cannot redeclare a same variable using const. So this is the main difference between let core and var let and const. So in var you can redeclare and reinitialize a value. In let you can redeclare a value but you cannot reinitialize the same variable. See, it started giving an error. And in const you can neither redeclare the value, you can neither redeclare the variable, and neither, or you can neither redeclare the variable itself. So as you can see here, I cannot do this, right? Okay, because it will throw an error if I log it to the console. See, okay, so you can neither redeclare another value to the variable nor you can reinitialize with the same name. So this was the major difference between all these three variables. Now you know the basic understanding of let core and let const and var. In the next video we will discuss about all the data types in JavaScript. So if you like this video, please do hit the like button and share and subscribe it.